One of the unsung health perks of traditional Asian cuisine is its minimal reliance on dairy. While European tables are practically adorned with cheese, butter, cream, and all manner of milk-based delights, much of Asia has historically relied on plants, legumes, and other natural sources for flavor, fat, and creaminess. This approach isn't just a cultural quirk, it's a subtle, clever strategy for reducing lactose intolerance, cholesterol overload, and excess saturated fat consumption. In other words, Asian diets have quietly been keeping hearts healthier, digestion calmer, and waistlines happier long before cholesterol and lactose became hot topics in health magazines. Lactose intolerance is a big deal for a lot of people worldwide. While Europe has a high prevalence of lactase persistence, meaning many Europeans can digest dairy well into adulthood, large segments of Asia have historically had low tolerance for lactose. As a result, Asian cuisine evolved in a way that naturally avoids causing bloating, cramping, or digestive drama. Instead of relying on cream-heavy sauces or cheese-laden dishes, Asian cooks turned to alternatives like soy milk, coconut milk, tofu, and nut pastes. Not only do these ingredients provide protein, calcium, and healthy fats, but they do so in a way that's gentle on the stomach. Europeans might have to rely on lactose-free products or yogurt with active cultures to avoid digestive distress, while many Asian diets were cleverly sidestepping the issue from the start. And it's not just about digestion. Cholesterol and heart health are also affected. European cuisine frequently uses butter, cream, and cheese to add richness to dishes. A hearty gratin, a buttery pastry, or a cheesy pasta may taste heavenly, but it can also load a meal with saturated fat, which over time may contribute to higher LDL cholesterol levels. Asian cuisine, by contrast, achieves flavor and richness in other ways: sesame oil, peanuts, soy, coconut milk, and fermentation. A stir-fry with a dash of sesame oil or a bowl of coconut milk soup delivers satisfying richness without overwhelming the arteries. It's like Europe says, "Here's a buttery hug," and Asia says, "Here's a flavorful high five that your heart actually appreciates." Minimal dairy consumption also encourages creativity in texture and taste. In Europe, cream, butter, and cheese often define the mouthfeel of dishes. In Asia, cooks have mastered the art of making tofu silky, rice congee creamy, nut paste smooth, and coconut milk rich, all without a drop of cow's milk. The result is food that satisfies on multiple levels: visually, texturally, and nutritionally. Your European palate might marvel at the decadence of a creamy quiche, while your Asian palate quietly celebrates a velvety tofu and mushroom stir-fry, knowing it's doing a gentle favor for your digestive tract and your cardiovascular system. The environmental angle is also interesting. Dairy farming has a significant environmental footprint. Water use, methane emissions, and land demands are all higher than plant-based alternatives. Minimal dairy diets, like traditional Asian cuisines, tend to rely on more sustainable ingredients like soy, legumes, rice, and vegetables. Eating this way is a subtle form of planetary mindfulness, where health and ecology align. Europeans have started to embrace plant-based alternatives in recent years, but Asian cuisines have been doing it naturally for centuries. Let's picture a funny mental scenario. A European plate of lasagna winks proudly, dripping cheese in slow motion, saying, "I am indulgent, rich, and comforting." Meanwhile, a bowl of miso soup with silky tofu and a side of steamed vegetables leans in, smiling quietly, "I am nourishing, heart-friendly, and will not bloat your stomach." You're welcome. The lasagna might sigh, "Well, I'm delicious," and the tofu quietly nods, knowing that in the long game of health, subtlety wins. Another advantage of minimal dairy is metabolic balance. Dairy-heavy meals can spike insulin or leave some people feeling sluggish, depending on individual tolerance. Asian meals, with their focus on rice, vegetables, fish, and legumes, tend to provide steady energy without large sugar or fat spikes. It's like giving your body a calm, well-paced energy boost, rather than a roller coaster of heaviness and sudden crashes. European meals are hearty and satisfying, of course, but often at the cost of feeling weighed down or overly full, especially if cream or butter has dominated the plate. Asian meals encourage satiety and balance without excess. Even culturally, minimal dairy contributes to diversity in cooking techniques. Europeans often bake, churn, and cream, processes that rely heavily on milk and butter. Asian cuisines explore steaming, stir-frying, braising, fermenting, and raw preparations. These methods preserve nutrients, enhance flavors, and maintain lighter fat profiles. It's a win-win. The body gets nutrient-dense, digestible meals, while the taste buds get layered, complex flavors. In short, minimal use of dairy in Asian cuisine offers a quietly powerful combination of digestive friendliness, cardiovascular support, metabolic balance, environmental awareness, and culinary creativity. Compared to European diets, which frequently celebrate butter, cheese, and cream for indulgence and flavor, Asian diets achieve satisfaction and richness with less saturated fat, less lactose, and more plant-based ingenuity. Your stomach is calm, your heart is grateful, and your taste buds are entertained, all without a single ounce of heavy cream. It's subtle, sustainable, and clever, a quiet lesson in how flavor, health, and wisdom can coexist on a single plate.